I would absolutely love to have heard what you guys came up with, because this is such a complicated issue in itself. Are these helpful things? Are these helpful tools for us to be able to know and respect and identify someone by the pronouns on their badge? Or are they just dividing us, pulling us apart, and creating more of an us and them? Or do they, as the Westerford headmaster believes, create vitally important safe places for trans teens? The wearing of these gender-neutral badges by Westerford High, the heart behind it was inclusion. And it was said that a large number of the transgender community wearing pronoun badges, they just felt like they were part of a bigger community and they weren't standing alone. And surely that's got to be a good thing. But what if people chose not to? This is what I hope that you guys were thinking about in your discussion. What if when a rainbow badge was offered to you at the school gate, you said no thank you? Did you feel free to do that? Would you feel free to do that? Or if you did say no, would you feel social pressure to maybe make a decision that was not in alignment with your view of gender, just so that you could be seen as an ally? Some parents objected to the wearing of these name badges, and their objections were based on this very thing, this idea that those who chose not to wear the badges would be seen as trans haters, regressive, or homophobic. At a girls' high school in Durban last year, during Pride Month, some girls and teachers chose not to wear ribbons, and they faced an onslaught of verbal abuse and online slander for the decision that they made. Yes, they had the choice to say yes or no, but a no answer carried a very heavy consequence for them. So how do we navigate this? How do we, if we have an integrated worldview, especially if that view is rooted in religion or in culture, how do we say no without offending the transgender community, without being seen as someone who is not loving and is not a person who engages in a respectful ways with people that are different to them? When we do say no, when we refuse the pronoun badge or the rainbow ribbon, are we labeled or cancelled or harassed for that choice? And as we move forward navigating these uncharted waters, I honestly believe that once again, the key to all of this is mutual respect. And an important part for me of mutual respect is an understanding that you and I, we don't need to validate one another's worldviews. Our worldviews exist because we have chosen them. And I think this is really important. I'm not talking about a worldview that is hateful. I'm not talking about a worldview that is abusive, but a worldview that just views gender in a different way. We don't need to validate one another. And so whether it's through the wearing of badges, the choosing of pronouns, the endorsement of a gender identity, I think it's important, especially if you have chosen an alternative gender identity, to be secure in your choice, to be secure in yourself, and not need the validation of others to enforce the identity that you have chosen. And I think, honestly, we need to create an awareness of the importance of allowing each other to be truly free. Free to say yes or no to the badge, free to wear the badge with pride and own it, free to be who we believe we authentically are, and that we don't impose our choices on others. The fact is that someone who's not comfortable with my choices doesn't make them hateful towards me. It just makes them different. I think it just is so helpful that as long as we treat each other with dignity and respect, we should be able to live in the convictions of our worldviews, and we need to respect each other's choices. It seems to me that in this issue of the wearing of badges, the affirmation of identity, we both, integrated worldview and dualistic worldview, both need to concede a little.